why do these companies abuse us right now? It's the same reason your dog licks its balls, because they can, because we don't stop them. The reason we don't have market competition anymore is not because of the great forces of history. It's not because of the iron laws of economics. It's because neoliberal economists from the Chicago School said that monopolies were efficient and demanded that governments stop enforcing anti-monopoly law. And they said if you encounter a monopoly in the wild, if Google has a 90% search market share, that must be because they made the best search engine. And wouldn't it be perverse to use public resources to shut down a company that has been so great that we all have chosen to use their products? And so 40 years ago, they demanded a halt to the enforcement of competition law. And over 40 years, there's been a continuous drawdown of it. And now we have monopolies in every sector. It's not just tech, although the internet is 5 giant websites filled with screenshots of text from the other 4. It's professional wrestling. It's cheerleading. It's glass bottles and vitamin C. Wherever you look, there's 5 or fewer companies that are running it. And again, it's not a mystery where this came from. And the only way that you can make it a mystery is if you have the specific kind of brain injury that you can only get by doing an economics degree. And so you have these economists who said we should stop enforcing monopoly law, and who would then see these monopolies all around us, and who are like, well, how do you know it's our fault? Right? And it's like we used to not have a rat problem and we were putting down rat poison, and then these guys convinced us not to put down rat poison, and now rats are eating our faces off. And when we complain about it, they say, well, why are you looking at us? Maybe this is just the time of the rat. Maybe sunspots have made rats fecund in a way never seen in human history. And yes, it is true, the rats did buy the rat poison factories and shut them down. But mate, we are not putting down rat poison anymore. That is economically rational. This is a Pareto optimal choice. So we get rid of competition, and then what happens is you have cartels, right? And you know, if there's 100 companies in a sector, they're a rabble. They can't agree on anything. When there's 5 companies in a sector, and they're so inbred, they've got corporate Habsburg jaws, they find it very easy to suborn their regulators. So, you know, you mentioned printering. $10,000 a gallon, the most expensive fluid you can buy as a civilian. It would be cheaper to print your grocery list with the semen of a Kentucky Derby winning stallion.
That's good.
And the way we got here was because it's illegal to remove the code that checks whether or not you've put HP ink or generic ink in. And if it wasn't, you would. So why do these companies abuse us right now? It's the same reason your dog licks its balls, because they can, because we don't stop them.